Hey, so in today's video, I went through things that I would like to see in Greenville. If you guys would like a part 2, let's see if we can get this video to 50 likes and I might possibly do one. Now, before I do start this video, everyone, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. It would be greatly appreciated, but without further ado, let's get into the video. Alrighty, guys, so the first thing that I want to get into here is game codes. So for those of you who don't know what game codes are, it's basically codes that Greenville, for example, can post via Twitter. And basically, for example, you can click on an icon up on this menu here, and pretty much you can type in a game code. Now, for those of you who don't know what game codes usually do, usually in games they either give you, or at least in roleplay games, they sometimes can give you like free cars, free money, and stuff like that. Now, I think this would honestly be really cool. Not only would it be good for starter players, but it would overall just be good for the entire community as a whole, as it would just make people more motivated to play the game, I guess, because then every once in a while they would have to go in and redeem codes and possibly buy more cars and play the game a lot more and stuff like that. And overall, I just think it would be a really cool feature to add. Now, usually if they did add game codes, I'd assume they would only like add them into the game every single like sort of milestone they get. So let's say that Greenville hits like 100,000 concurrent players, then they could probably make a code for that. Or like if they hit like over 500 million visits in total, they could also probably make a code for that. And honestly, I think this would be a really cool thing to add into Greenville, as so many other roleplay games have this, like Southwest Florida, Roanoke. I don't know if Pembroke has it yet, but yeah, there are a lot of games that do have it, and I feel like Greenville is honestly kind of missing out on this opportunity, because it would actually be a really cool thing to add into the game, and it would honestly also help a lot of people in the long run. Now, the next thing is first-person drive. Now, this one is a bit controversial in some cases, but I don't mean first-person drive in every single car. I'm mainly only talking about convertible cars, as for those of you who don't know, the convertibles in this game already do have pretty detailed interiors. So I feel like for convertibles, they should add some sort of first-person drive sort of system. I actually think that would be really cool. And actually, just for an example of what first-person drive could look like in Greenville, here is actually a video clip of a video that I made a while ago now, which check it out, by the way, if you guys haven't already, on a glitch in Greenville where you could actually sort of drive around in first person in a way, and it is honestly a very cool glitch, and it kind of gives you an idea of what it might look like if first person drive was added. And I overall feel like this feature would be so cool to add into a game like Greenville. And yeah, but thing is, this feature has been suggested to them so many times, so they probably already have this feature in mind, and it probably might be added in the near future, but to be honest, I don't really know, and I can't confirm it, so. Okay guys, so the next thing is interactive jobs. Now, I've actually mentioned this feature before, except I kind of want to like reiterate on it, I guess. Kind of like, you know, say it again, I guess. So basically, for those of you who don't know, I'm talking about interactive jobs. So pretty much where you actually, for example, in burger halls right now, let's say that you actually had to make the burger and stuff like that before actually giving it to your customers. And also, if there was a way that you could actually give your customers the food without them having to walk all the way inside and grab it themselves. Because I honestly think that if there was a way for you to give your customers food and maybe even make the food, that would be such a cool thing to add. I mean, Southwest Florida has a really similar thing to this where you can actually give your customers the food. And I honestly think Greenville is missing out so much on this, but I'm assuming that they're probably already working on something similar to this already, because, you know, there's no way it's either that they just don't want to do it, or they are still in the works of doing it, because for how many times they've been suggested this, there is like no way that this feature hasn't even like been, you know, acknowledged yet. So I'm hoping this feature will come in the future. I don't think it will come anytime soon, but hopefully it does come someday. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I mean by interactive jobs, and I'm sure a lot of you guys agree with me on this. Okay guys, so the next one is more buildings around like sort of the Appleton area. So I'm talking about like this corner of the map here, because all the like main buildings of Greenville and stuff like that are all sort of like around this side of the map, but we have almost nothing over here. Like we have houses and stuff like that. We have visitors, which doesn't even have an interior, by the way. We have the sheriff's office, and we have like another sheriff's office or something like that, or a security office somewhere down there, but that's really it. And oh my gosh, my driving. But yeah, so you guys get the entire gist of everything. Like, we don't have a lot of buildings around this area, and I'd honestly love to see a lot more, because this area of the map could actually be used for so much like cool roleplays and stuff like that. if they actually had things to do around this side of the area of the map. Like, even just gas stations, like, you know, just stores and stuff like that would be overall really, really cool to see here, because this place is really just like missing out on a lot, to be honest, and they could honestly add a lot more here if they just took some time, you know, to, you know, have a look at what they could add, like, for example, gas stations, more shops and stuff like that. Because I honestly feel like this area of the map always gets forgotten, because I feel like all the new buildings are all getting added, like, around this entire big part of the map, but everything around this, like, small corner, there's nothing really getting added. But I honestly think, like, they could make the map so much more populated if they added some more stuff over here, because right now, mainly everyone, like, is around this sort of area, around the Just Buy area usually. No one goes around that corner unless they're doing like sheriff, like unless they're a sheriff or something. Pretty much nobody goes around that corner. So it would be really, really good in my opinion if they could actually add some stuff around there. And yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments. So the next thing is purchasable homes. So this is kind of inspired from Southwest Florida, where Southwest Florida, you actually have to purchase your houses now, and also some from Liberty County as well. And I honestly do really, really like this feature. Now, I don't want it to be like Liberty County where you have to pay for a house every single time you join. I really don't want it to be like that if this feature was ever implemented into the game. But it would be really, really cool if, like, it would be, like, a one-time purchase. Sort of like Southwest Florida, how they have the mansions and stuff, and you can buy those. And then you don't have to buy them again. You can just keep on going into them for free afterwards. Like, I honestly feel like that would be so, so cool. Because it would actually make you, like, feel accomplished buying a house, you know? Compared to, like, everyone just being in mansions or, like, bigger houses and stuff like that for completely free. It would be a lot more realistic, in my opinion, if people could actually, you know, if people actually had to buy their houses and stuff like that. And the final thing is proximity voice chat. Now, obviously, Greenville cannot currently add this. It is pretty much impossible for them to do. But for those of you guys who don't know, Greenville has actually been working on a voice chat system recently. Basically, meaning that you can voice chat people without having to go on Discord or anything like that. Now, I'm assuming that when this comes out, it will basically be like proximity voice chat, so kind of like what they have in 5M, where, for example, let's say that I'm talking to somebody directly in front of me, they would be able to hear me completely fine, but then let's say somebody is standing over at that door, they wouldn't be able to hear me at all. So it's almost kind of like real life. Like, if I was having a conversation with somebody over here, you would, like, not be able to hear them if you were standing over there. So like, I honestly feel like that would be really, really cool for RP. Now, to be honest, I cannot confirm that this will even, like, work out, because Roblox was saying that you might need to be 13 plus or 18 plus even to use voice chat on Roblox. So if it does end up being 18 plus, it might just not work out that good. But if you only need to be 13 plus, then honestly, this would be a really, really cool thing to have in the game, and it would overall change roleplay in Greenville forever. But we pretty much just have to see what Roblox does with this. This is kind of like an experimental suggestion, I guess you could say. Kind of like, you know, I don't really know. It's just kind of like a suggestion that I have that they might be able to add in the future, but I actually can't guarantee it though, just due to the fact that it hasn't even been added onto Roblox yet. So we kind of just need to wait and see what happens, and if they will actually even land up doing it, and if they will actually even be able to land up doing it. So yeah, but anyways guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys did end up enjoying this video, again, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean so, so much to me. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel recently as well. It does mean so, so much to me, and I honestly can't believe how far we have gotten so far. But yeah, anyways, see you later guys, and goodbye.